Assalamu alaikum. Our project is Harddrive based Trojan. So our initial proposal was that it will look like an antivirus, but in reality it will occupy the hard disk space on the root drive, basically by filling it up with the huge junk file, basically. So how we are going to do that was mentioned in that proposal, that we are going to make a DLL file on our root drive, and we are going to fill it up with the junk data. So initially we plan to use React Native for Windows for UI part, and C and simple C code for the filling up part. But due to some circumstances, as React Native for Windows is in the beta state, as in the early stage, it is not that much mature, but it was a good framework, basically. So we use a simple CMD command prompt. So this was a problem that we couldn't get rid of. We tried to search, we couldn't get any help. So we settle on the simple. As you can see that we are running on a VMware just to be safe. And so now, before running the code, I'm going to explain the concept or summary of our code, and then explain the whole code. After that, I will run this code. And one more thing that I have done is that I have, for the purpose of the testing, or for the purpose of the fast result, I have shrink down the root drive free space to 3 GB, so that it can give us the fast result, so we don't have to hold uh, long for it, basically. So this is our code. But what our code initially is doing is that there are three part. First part is a full screen. It's gonna like maximize the window of the command prompt using this function. Second part is the UI part. Basically, UI part, here we are like in this part, it's going to show the user that it is analyzing the system, and we have detected a virus, and you should scan the system, and it's going to ask the user that you should start the system scan, basically. And when the user going to press any key, either whether it's enter, whether it's W, or whether it's any key, basically, it's gonna show a message that it is scanning the system, so we have to wait. And and it's gonna call. After that it's gonna call a function called find root, which is going to find a root, and our Trojan function will start working from there, which is this one, eat space. So this is our whole summary, and it could take 5 minutes, it could take 50 hours, depending on the free space of a root drive. Basically, what we have estimated that it occupy the free space almost 900 MB per minute. So we are not sure about it, but this is what we have estimated, and this is what we haven't tested out. So 900 MB, because we have code, and we predict that it could occupy the free space almost 900 to 1 GB per minute. So this program should finish like around 3 minutes, basically. So this is our code. So first part is our full screen. As you can see that we have used a key binding event, and this is from the window header file. Basically, it's a function of window, and it is used to full maximize the command prompt window. Next part is our UI part. So in our UI part, we have, basically, this is the system. This is a system command, system function, in which we can change the color of the background, or change the color of the text, or we can clear the command prompt screen, or we can do other stuff more. So as you can see that this UI, in our UI code we have changed the color of our background and text, and then we're gonna show a message program loading, and then show that it is loading the program by printing the star static basically, and with the slave function one. So basically it gonna show a loading but in slow phase. Basically it's going to show that program is loading, and after the loading it's going to show the message initializing. We are initializing antivirus setting and scanning basically, and then after that it's going to show this message and analyze the name of the our security scan basically, or antivirus basically, and it's going to show a message we are analyzing, and then it's going to show the user that virus detected, you should scan it. So this is how the UI part work. So in find root, the in find root our main Trojan part is there. So what is this code is doing, that this code is checking in the root drive. So how it is checking if there is a if uh, if there is a C drive first, or in this way if it is checking whole code is almost same. This whole code almost same. Only thing which are changed are the arguments basically. Like in this case, here it will mention C, here it will mention D, here it is mentioned E, and here it is mentioned F. So I'm going to explain the first part of it, and you can there was one more thing which is this. This is the different part. I'm going to explain it, and I'm going to explain this part basically. So this code of what is this code doing is going to open. It's going to check if we have a window folder. If we have a window folder and there is an explorer execution file, and you're going to check if there is a window folder. So using this first line f open, using first app open, we are ensuring that there is a window folder. Then we going to again this is an alternative function. Basically what it is going to do, it is change the color of the text, and it is change the color of the background, and as you can see, and now in the second f open function, it is going to make a DLL file with the name of space short basically, uh, with removing a. Basically this is the name of our DLL file, and it is going to check if that file is there or not, if that file is there or not, with the intention of read byte basically. If that file is there, it's going to say system scan was interrupted, try again later. So we don't if there is a file, we don't have to scan again, or we don't have to fill it up again basically. So now its intention is to write byte and append basically. So it's going to show status like we are scanning the system for the thread, and this may take a few hours. Scan in progress, please wait. And after simultaneously it's going to call a function espace, where our code is filling it up our junk file with data. So as you can see that we have first loop is an infinite loop, second is a for time basically, and third is like almost nine. So it's the whole code is like it is and this is what the junk data look like. We are calling a random number. We are calling a random number with from 0 to 120, and so we are calling a random number, and we are filling it up, and after it will be filled up, basically it's going to say it is the end of file. If the status is end of file, then it's going to break the code, break the loop, inner loop, and then outer loop, and then it's going to exit the whole code. So basically this is our whole code explanation. So now I'm going to run this code. So before mentioning, this is our free space, 3.08 GB. So as you can see, with the help of full screen function, it has maximized our CMD, so it look like a genuine program. So now it's showing that program is loading, and as you can see that it's loading, slowly loading the start. So it have set the program loaded. Now it's saying initializing antivirus setting and scanning. Please wait. So this is the name of the and it's going to show that we have detected a virus, and it's going to blink. So as you can see, it has shown that we are scanning the system for threat. This may take a few minutes to few hours. So basically it's like it is telling the user that first it tell the user that virus detected. Now it's telling the user that we are scanning, we are deep scanning the whole process. It is occupying the free space of our root drive. So let's say if we want to see the result, so this is how we can do it. So as you can see that this is what it was our free space before. So now I'm going to click that this PC again. This is what our free space. As you can see, it is occupying the free space. This is, if I click it, if I refresh, basically this is what it will show. So as you can see that it is as the time going on and the program is running, the free space is occupying. So this is what our whole program is doing. So I'm gonna fast forward it just to show. I'm gonna fast forward in this whole step basically. So we're gonna test it out that how much time does it take to fill it up 1 GB. So as you can see that it took the program to fill up the free space 1 GB almost 2 minute and 32 second basically it took to fill up 1 GB of our root drive. So as you can see, the scan completed, and in our root drive there is no free space left. This was our main scope of our initial proposal, which we have completed. So this is the end of our video demonstration of our information security project. Thank you.